So you're thinking of retiring to the North Carolina or South Carolina area, somewhere near Charlotte, but you're not quite sure where to look. Yes, there are a ton of options out there, but you've come to the right video. I'm going to count down the top 5 55 and older communities here in the Charlotte and surrounding areas. And be sure to stick around to the very end because there is a community that is going to be bursting at the seams and hitting the market here very soon that no one knows about. So if you're looking for everything Charlotte, North Carolina, the ins, the outs, and everything in between, you've come to the right channel. Go ahead and click the like and subscribe button below and stay up to date on all of my upcoming videos so you get to know everything you didn't know you needed to know. In addition to that, if you want to get every update, go ahead and hit that notification button and I'll let you know every time a video drops. Now, I really do get calls, texts, emails, Zoom invites every single day from people just like you. I really do. Well, if that's you and you're looking to move to the area, go ahead. All my contact information is in the description below. Give me a call, a text, an email, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, whether you're moving across the country, across the world, or just across town. I'm here to make your move everything you want it to be. I'm going to count down the top 5 communities that you need to be looking into if you're moving here looking for a 55 and older community in the Charlotte region. Now, no, I'm not old enough to be in a 55 and older community, and a lot of this is going to be based on the opinions of my clients, those that I have spoken to in those communities, as well as some really great websites that have some phenomenal reviews on the communities themselves. I'm going to highlight who the builder is, where it's located, the price ranges of these homes, as well as, of course, the amenities. We need to know what's included and what you can expect. So let's dive in. Number 5 on the list is the Pines at Sugar Creek. Now, this development was built and is being built by Toll Brothers. And if you know anything about Toll Brothers, they're fantastic. Toll Brothers is a luxury builder, whether they're building everyday ordinary developments that are not 55 and older or 55 and older, they come at it with the same energy and the same styling. And what that means is no matter where you're shopping, you're going to find excellence. Now, the Toll Brothers Regency collection is going to be in the Belmont area, which is on the south side of Charlotte. Still great commute times if you are still working, and if you're not, it just makes it easier to get to the airport and the lake and anywhere else that you'd want to go. But here's the cool thing. This particular location combines restaurants and dining with shopping and entertainment and more because of the location being in Belmont. As with pretty much every 55 and older community in the area, you are going to have 0 maintenance yards, but that's not where it stops. Let's talk about the amenities. Clubhouse, fitness center, amenity center, pool, tennis courts, pickleball, fire pits, walking trails, and more. Now, in addition to that, they also do have some clubs, which I know are really important to a lot of my clients and even family members who are moving into 55 and older communities. Having that sense of community is one thing, having clubs is something else because it does get you to know your neighbor and make friends, especially if you're moving here from out of town. So that is one of the best things, whether you think you might be interested in a 55 and older or not. It's not just because you're 55 and over. Personally, I think it's great and it's a great atmosphere to get to meet people faster and start to really build a life in the Carolinas. So let's talk about the homes. They offer a variety of styles, which you can absolutely look up in the links below or online if you go ahead and Google it. But they offer a variety of styles from the low 600s to the mid to upper 700s. Now, all of these homes are brand new. This is a brand new neighborhood starting in 2024. So you can expect 2, 3, and 4 bedroom homes in a variety of sizes, styles, and upgrades. Yes, Toll Brothers does let you do upgrades, which I truly appreciate. Number 4 on the list is Bailey's Glen. Now, Bailey's Glen is constructed by South Creek Homes, and it is in the Cornelius area. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos on Cornelius, it's considered the lake town. And yes, there's other towns around Lake Norman, but it's considered the lake town. One of the best things about this particular location is the fact that you have plenty of outdoor activities already baked into the town itself. But Bailey's Glen goes the extra mile. Here's what sets it apart from the rest. Not only do they have single family homes, but they are recently or soon to release a beautiful condominium community. I'm talking gorgeous. Literally, it looks like the Ritz somewhere in Boca Raton. That is the style that they're going with. absolutely resort all the way with 0 entry pools, swim up and walk up a bar and restaurant. You name it, they're gonna have it. Now, there are also some things that this community already has, so let's go through the list real quick. 3 outdoor pools, of course, maintenance-free yards, 5 pickleball courts, bocce, croquet, putting green. Also, they have that net that you can go ahead and drive balls into, grilling, horseshoes, bike trails, gardens, fitness center, Zumba, yoga, dancing, arts, pottery, and more. And in addition to all of that, they also have a pub on site. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just walk home or take your golf cart. In addition to that, they also have an on-site lifestyle director that actually handles everything from outings to gatherings, events, and more. When it comes to clubs, they have a kayaking club, travel club, golf club, pool leagues, wine and dinner club, that's up my alley, book club, game night, social bridge, singles lunches, and a full service restaurant, all on site. Now, I talked about it just a few minutes ago, but it's great when you can move to a new area in a new community and make friends easily. And the best way to do that is to join one of these clubs with something you already like to do and start to align with people with similar interests. Now, they do have single family homes available, anywhere from 2014 build to 2022 build. And these houses range from $500,000 to $900,000. Now, the condominium prices have not yet been released. It offers a completely different lifestyle, but you still get all of these amenities. So whether you're looking for a single family residence that has 0 maintenance or a condominium with 0 maintenance, you've got your options covered at Bailey's Glen. Number 3 on the list is Cresswind at Wesley Chapel. Now, this is being developed by Coulter Homes in the Wesley Chapel area in that town. Now, like most of the other 55 and older communities, they have a focus, of course, on community and you actually getting to know the people around you. They have everything from clubs to athletics, and of course, they also still have a lifestyle director that's on staff and 0 maintenance properties. Now, this particular development does have a clubhouse, pools, pickleball, yoga studio, workout facilities, training center, and they also have other activities such as an art studio, ceramics, event rooms, and other type social gathering spaces, and even an outdoor spa. Now, this particular development is all built. The homes are in the early 2020 range for build date, and they offer prices in the 500s to 700s range. So what's the best part about Bailey's Glen? Honestly, I think it's the location. It's quiet enough, but you're close to shopping, restaurants, and just outside of downtown Charlotte, which makes everything easy to get to, including great grocery stores. Number 2 on the list, the OG, the original, Sun City. Sun City is located in the Indian Land, South Carolina area, and is one of the premier 55 and older communities. It was one of the first and was completely designed as a beautiful, all-encompassing planned community. So what does this mean? This means it has everything you could possibly think of when it comes to a community. You want a grocery store? They've got one. You want golf? They've got that too. You want a convenience store? Oh yeah, they have that. You want convenience to everything else in the region? They also have that. Now, this community has become more of a town than a community due to its size and the population of over 5,000 people. With everything from clubs to arts and leisure activities to athletics, it literally has everything you could possibly think of. So let's go down the list on all the things that Sun City has to offer. Golf course, indoor and outdoor pool, 8 professionally managed clay tennis courts. And if you play tennis, you understand how amazing that is. The largest ballroom that side of Charlotte, 53,000 square feet of indoor amenity space, 8 pickleball courts, with 4 of them being cushioned playing surfaces. Pottery studio with their own kilns, which is awesome. I do a little bit of that, so I understand how big that is. 6 billiard tables, indoor walking track, 388 acres of open space. 10 lakes with great fishing. Their boast, I have not fished there myself. Softball complex with covered bleachers. Radio control aviation airfield. So any of you that like to take out your planes, this is the place to do it. Not manned, but radio controlled. Over 1,500 square feet of residential woodworking shop space. How amazing is that? Kayak and canoe center with access to the Catawba River. And if all of that wasn't enough, most of the community is also accessible by golf cart. Now, what do I mean by most? Most of your essential needs you can get to by golf cart. This includes multiple dining options, multiple pharmacies, large regional supermarket, the Del Webb Public Library, and more. Is this a top pick? I would say it certainly is, but let's talk about the homes themselves. The homes in this community are fully built out, and you'll find ages ranging from 06 to 2014. Now, with that, the prices also vary greatly. Priced as low as $350,000 to as high as $1.1 million, as seen in the last 6 months. Now, of course, the interiors and the lots and everything vary, but that's the kind of price range that you can expect. So is it my favorite? Maybe, maybe not. I think a lot of the positives of this neighborhood is if you don't leave often, you're in great shape. What I will say though is if you are still commuting into Charlotte or in that region, you could have a long commute time due to the traffic on Johnston Road. So keep that in mind if you're still working, but if you're fully retired or fully remote, this may be the perfect place for you. And number 1, Trilogy at Lake Norman. Yes, I absolutely love this development for a variety of reasons, which we are going to get into. Trilogy is being developed by 𝗖cie Homes and is located in Denver, North Carolina. Denver sits to the west side of Lake Norman and is only actually about 30 minutes from downtown Charlotte. Now, for any of you that are still working or you just like to go into the city often, this is a big deal. In addition to that, it's also just up to the street from one of the largest Harris Teeters. Can you tell I like grocery shopping? In the region. Yes, they have everything. Sushi, juice bar, Subway area. They even have their own actual bar and wine center. Everything you need. So let's talk about the community itself. Why do I love Trilogy at Lake Norman and why did I make it number 1? Now, it doesn't have as many amenities as Sun City, but it's also not its own city. It's about a fraction of the size of Sun City, but it's also the second largest 55 and older community in the region. So here are some of the amenities and why people find Trilogy one of the best spots in the Charlotte region to call home for 55 and older. Their biggest thing, it is one of the most active lifestyle communities. The age range is a little bit younger in this community from a lot of the others, especially Sun City. But what you're gonna find is the lack of a golf course does not stop anyone from being there. In fact, they do still have a club, which is a golf club where people will gather and they'll go up the street to the golf course. There's multiple golf courses in the area. So do not fret, you will find others who want to play with you. But on site, the amenities package is pretty impressive. Indoor and outdoor pools, bocce courts, tennis courts, pickleball courts, of course, fire pits, walking trails, a beautiful amphitheater where they do actually regularly have artists come in. I say artists, anything from actual festivities to musicians come in and perform. In addition to that, if you go inside their amenity center, which is huge, by the way, you'll have a beautiful restaurant, billiard area, gathering rooms, even private. If you want to have a beautiful private dinner, you can actually have it on site. There are some magnificent private rooms that they have for the restaurant. In addition to that, you can take classes, yoga, fitness classes, TRX training. You can even do things like Zumba, etc. Now, one of the biggest draws to this particular one, it's in the name itself, Lake Norman. That's right. On Lake Norman, you can't pass that up. It's a great location. And by being a part of Trilogy, you actually get your access pass to the Freedom Boat Club. So what does that mean? That means you can give them a shout and say, hey, I want to rent, let's say, a pontoon boat this Saturday. They'll say, okay, meet at this dock at 9 a.m. and the boat is yours. That's it. You pay for gas and you can rent the boats anytime you want. Now, Freedom Boat Club, I'm going to talk about that for a moment, has a variety of different boats. You can get pontoon boats, you can get surf boats, wakeboarding boats. They have whatever you need, including pontoon boats that have slides on them. Yes, they're very cool. But it makes you a part of that lake life without having to go get that membership yourself, which is about $1,000 a month with a buy-in fee. So, much better if it already comes with the place that you're living. Now, in addition to that, you also have kayaks and paddle boards and a variety of other things that you can do on the lake because you're a part of Trilogy. So let's say you're not much into the sports and activities. That's okay. I mentioned earlier that they have a ton of clubs. That includes a travel club, a culinary club, book club, wine club, singles club, you name it, they've got a club for it. In addition to that, however, they also have a culinary studio where they do have people come in and teach. And they have an art studio, which is totally up my alley. In addition, there's trails and parks and It is one of the only neighborhoods in the area that has a gated entry. That's right, you're gonna have to go through a gate in order to get into Trilogy. Now, one of the downsides of this is the restaurant, yeah, that is open to the public, but all of the other facilities are private and can only be accessed if you are a member in the community. Now, this community offers all single-family detached homes. And while they are still building and lot releases are still occurring, there are some resale homes available as well. Now, from resale and all the way up into new build, you can expect prices between the mid 500s up and over $1 million. And this varies whether it's a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom home, when it was built, what's in it, what kind of upgrades. You are catching my drift. So these are some of the many reasons why I absolutely love this community. I think the location speaks for itself and the amenities are fantastic. Every single client I've spoken to that has either purchased or looked in Trilogy or already lives there has said it was one of the best decisions that they ever made. Now, one last piece that I didn't mention, it's also maintenance-free yards. So yes, they are going to take care of that. Now, there's one thing I want to mention, and this goes for all 55 and older communities, and it's something that not many people understand. Now, you're going to have kids and grandkids that are going to want to come visit you, of course. They are welcome. Here's what you need to know. As long as the individuals that are residing full-time in the residence are over 18 years, and as long as those that are visiting that are under 18 years old aren't staying for an extended period of time, usually 30 days or more, in a row, you are good to go. Now, granted, no one is going to be checking your grandchildren or your family in and out of your home. It's more of, if the school bus starts pulling up, they might be asking some questions. So yes, it still is family friendly. They understand that people are going to visit and might stay the night, and that is completely appropriate and applicable. Now, I promised you a big reveal at the end, and here it is. This particular community has a lot of interest that is starting to grow from it, and part of it is the fact that it's a Del Webb community, and the location is in Belmont, which we really don't have a 55 and older in that area. This particular community is called Carolina Riverside, located in the Belmont area, just 25 minutes outside of downtown Charlotte. This community is said to be amazing. Now, they are breaking ground as we speak, and they're going to start releasing lots mid-2024. So coming up here real soon. Now, one of the most attractive things about this community for many is the fact that the home prices are going to start in the mid to low 400s, and it's going to have a great amenities package, as most Del Webb communities do. It's going to feature state-of-the-art fitness facilities, walking trails, nearby golf courses, indoor and outdoor pool, which won't be available mid-2024, probably more so 2025 as they build out the amenities center, pickleball courts, event lawn, community green space, access and views of the Catawba River, and some incredible social clubs. Now, there's not much I can report on this because it's still under construction and soon to be released. So why would you want to get in early? Well, the downside to getting in early is the amenities aren't put together yet, so you might be at your friend's house using their pool this summer. However, if you get in early and you're one of the first people that move in, you're taking advantage of the opportunity that you're going to get in the 400s as these price points continue to climb, as we've seen in Trilogy, and we've seen in Sun City, and we've seen in all of the other developments that I've mentioned today. So if you're interested in this particular one, keep your eye on the prize, and I will keep you updated once it's released. So if you are interested in this community, stay in touch with me and I'll keep you updated as I hear more on its development and release of lots. I think it might be one to take a look at. So I hope you've gained some knowledge from this video, and if you've got questions or comments, drop them in the comment box below. I actually do respond to my comments and I want to hear from you, especially if you've got questions. And in addition to that, if you are thinking of making the move to the Carolinas, Charlotte, and the surrounding areas in particular, I really do get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you looking to move to the area. Be sure to go down in the description below and see all of my contact information, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, whether it's across the country, across the world, or just across town. I want to make your move exactly what you want it to be. So until next time, I look forward to showing you around town. Making the move, there's a lot of videos that you can be watching, like this one right here, or maybe even this one. Really either one of these, but honestly, watch both of them because they're going to help you make the move. Go ahead, pick one. They're both really good.